Welcome back to the Aligned Partner, and today we're going to be talking about being heard. My name is Dr. Nicholas Neves. I'm a practicing therapist. This advice is to help you get your head around things. It's not here to diagnose or tell you what to do, but this place is where you can come and learn. And our topic today about being heard starts with yourself, as many of our topics do, and what I mean by that is being heard by your partner or other people starts with the ability with you to be able to hear yourself. Do you have a relationship with yourself where you can look inside yourself and you can genuinely look through the layers and complexities of yourself to the point where you genuinely know what you need, so that you can communicate that in a clear and crisp way? And know when a person is hearing you in that clarity. And let's say you are wanting that person to understand that for you right now it is A, B, and C. If that other person doesn't hear the A, B, and C, they might interpret that as G, H, and I. It's still the same vocabulary, but they're off the mark, and so you will be frustrated. You will be developing resentment because your A, your B, your C has not been heard. But perhaps we have to rewind and understand that maybe what's happening is when you say A, B, and C, you have it colored red. So it's a red A, B, and C. And perhaps the person that's listening to you cannot see the color red. And so because they cannot see the color red, they do not hear your A, B, and C, and so they jump to the G, H, and the I. So in this little analogy, one can understand that it can get more and more complex. And so the more we can describe to another person what we are actually feeling and what we need, we have developed something called self-awareness. And so being heard is not so much what the other person does, but more how we, again, communicate with ourselves, understand ourselves, and have an awareness of ourselves, so that we can clarify the conversation, we can clarify the moment, and get it more and more accurate until we are felt and we are seen. A part of this process is attunement. We're tuning into ourselves. And so we can get the feeling of being heard. Many of us, growing up, have had that inner world disrupted and our sense of self hurt. And so again, we're not internally creating the self-awareness because there's too much pain there. But we know that there's something inside that needs to be seen and to be met. We have a need there. But because it's been disrupted and hurt by perhaps a narcissistic parent or some other abusive dynamic in childhood, it's corrupted. It's not strong. It's not developed. And so that poor self concept inside is projected into the external world and onto others around us. And so we now have an expectation that we need to be seen and met and heard by the person in front of us. And we can't understand why they don't understand us, because we are thinking it's A, B, and C that is red, but we're actually saying red, green, yellow, zebra, because there's an incongruence inside of ourselves. And so healing is to develop that self-concept once again, and to understand what it is that you truly need, and to be aligned to yourself, being congruent with yourself. What you're thinking, what you're feeling, and what you're needing ultimately ends up who you are being. And this is a journey for all of us. And so when we're wanting to be heard, practice inviting the other person into a space where you're seeking clarity and you would like to communicate something. and start to recognize when it's accurate or not accurate. And this really starts to then help you develop a greater sense of self. And remember, we do that by accepting ourselves, knowing that we matter, and knowing that we are safe, so that we can go out there and we can start to be heard. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your subscription and for sharing and liking the video. I'll catch you on the next episode.